It's the 5th of October, Rabbi Levitt, Succos.
5th of October. Okay. And it is Erev Hoshana Rabbah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we're continuing with this Mishnah here on Chaf Ches Amud Aleph. Alan was reading for us.
Trying to get back in again.
I'm going to grab my mission.
Can you hear me? I'm trying to
Yeah.
get back in.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. But somehow it's not showing up.
We can see you. We can hear you. Everything is good. Nothing
Right.
needs to be fixed.
I see you. I see me. I see Lou.
Yeah.
We're on Chet.
Yes. Chaf Ches Amud Aleph, the Mishnah.
Right.
Okay. So Alan was reading. Alan, are you
I'm here.
okay? Why don't you start from the Mishnah again, please, and we'll continue.
Misha Yor, Rosho, Robo, Sukkah, with respect to one whose head and most of his body was in the Sukkah, Vishochono, Besoch Habayit, but his table was inside the house. Beis Shammai invalidates this arrangement. Uvei, Hillel, Michshorin, but Beis Hillel rules it valid. Imru Lahem, Hilal, Lebeis Shammai. Beis Hillel says to Beis Shammai, Lo Boch Hayor Ma'aseh. There was not an incident like this. Shalom, Vikinei Bias, Shammai, Vikino Base, Hillel, Kesh S, Rabbi, Yochanan Base, Hanan, where the elders of Beis Shammai and the elders of Beis Hillel went to visit Rabbi Yochanan ben Hacharenis, so Uhu Shahoyoa, Lo Shave, Rosho, Robo, Basoch, and they found him sitting with his head and most of his body in the sukkah. V'sholachon, Basoch, Habayit, but his table was in the house. V'lo and Ru, Lo, Boso, and the elders of Beis Shammai did not say anything reproachable to him. Evidently, the elders of Beis Shammai also maintain that one may conduct himself in such a manner. Imru Lahem Beis Shammai. Beis Shammai replied to Beis Hillel, Misher Ari or you seek to bring a proof from here, there, but the incident occurred differently. Afhaim on Ruvo, but for in fact the elders of Beis Shammai said to Rabbi Yochanan ben Hacharenis, Im Kain or Rohag, if you've always conducted yourself thus, Lo Kayam Torah Mitzvahs, Sukkah, then in all your days you have never fulfilled the mitzvah of sukkah. The Mishnah now rules as to which people are obligated in the mitzvah of sukkah, Noshim Varudim Ukatanim Basarim Min Shalim. Women, slaves, and minors are exempt from the mitzvah of sukkah. Konosh Yono Tsorin La Imo Hayor Kayiv Pesok, but a minor who does not need his mother is obligated in the mitzvah of sukkah. Related incident: Mesav Yodor Kalosau Shel Shammai Chazak. It once happened that the daughter-in-law of Shammai the elder gave birth and was bedridden. And Shammai removed the plaster work of the roof over a bed of Bech Al Gamar Hamitor Beshakan, and placed Sakak above the bed for the sake of the minor.
Okay. So we brought this. There's not too much Rashi over here at all, but we brought this mission over here from the as a proof that that the halacha is that Roshu Veruboy is l'chatchila, it's totally fine to do like that, to not have the whole body inside the sukkah. And the reason we said that is because we see over here in this mission over here that what the Gemara is going to talk about is that the whole machlokes over here between Shammai and Hillel is about the table, the fact that the table was outside, but nobody had anything to say about the fact that Rabbi Yochanan ben Horanis was not sitting completely in the sukkah. How do we know that that's what they were saying? That's what they were referring to. Now it seemed to be the implication of the Mishnah, because the Mishnah is also talking about the table being outside of the sukkah, and probably if we would look in the Gemara further, we would see that that was the main machlokes over here between them, between Beis Shammai and Beis Hillel over there. So that, and then we brought a Tosus on Daf Gimel that listed as one of the 6 cases that the halacha follows Beis Shammai. Tosus on Daf Gimel, Tosus said over there that, oh, now I'm getting a sign from my electric man. Your battery is running low. So when your battery is running low, you got to plug it in. Okay, so I'm going to change my venue so I can hook up to my battery. But no. Oh, but I'm not plugged in over in the house side. 1 second, I got to go into the house.
Morning, Lou. How you doing? How's your new grandchild?
Baruch Hashem, everybody's doing well.
Good.
How's your health coming along?
Okay. getting it around. I'm working a little bit more without the walker.
Great.
We had a family get together.
Nice.
All right. Okay, we'll just do like that. That's what we'll do. Oh, that was good. Okay. Okay, so basically, we found an interesting something interesting in this mission over here that I want to just go into. So we see over here in this Mishnah. Okay, so basically, just to wrap up the first part of the Mishnah, basically, the way it is that I'm gonna just wrap that up and say that it does seem like there's a machlokes a poskim whether it's lechatchila or not to sit only Rosh Baruba in the sukkah. We have Rebbe Elyashiv Zatzal on record as saying that the way he says it, he cuts a fine line. He says it's true that because you can't. It really what comes out from the Gemara and the Mishnayos is that it's very difficult to say that Rosh Harubo is not lechatchila, because as we said, the minimum size for the sukkah, which is that's the Tosus that we didn't see in on Daf Gimel, says that the psak is like Beis Shammai, who says that you need Rosh Harubo and Shulchano, and like that we've got 7 by 7. And the Mishnah Berurah explains that that's enough to get 7 tefachim by 7 tefachim is enough to somehow. I don't know if you can do it. I don't know if I could do it. But the Mishnah Berurah says you could get your head and most of your body into that sukkah over there, which is 7 tefachim by 7 tefachim, and also the table. How do you do that? I don't know. But in any case, we see from the Mishnah Berurah, I couldn't do that. I would need a lot more room than that. But anyway, the Mishnah Berurah says that's the minimum size of sukkah, and if so, then that would be lechatchila that Rosh Harubo is lechatchila. What do we do with the fact that it seems funny that you don't have your whole goof in the sukkah, yet it's lechatchila? So Rebbe Elyashiv says, yes, it's even though that's lechatchila, but we could say that if he has all of his goof in the sukkah, so then that would be what we would call a hiddur. That is a special added bonus of doing the mitzvah even better than lechatchila. So that would be how we would explain it. Okay. So now going from there, and I don't know if I said it before, but it's well known. I think I even saw it in the art scroll. If you have the art scroll on Succos, he brings over there that the Vilna Gaon is on record as saying that there's 2 mitzvahs that you could do, 2 mitzvahs that are done with the whole goof. The 2 mitzvahs are one mitzvah is Yishuv Eretz Yisrael. To be in Eretz Yisrael, that's the mitzvah of the whole goof. The whole goof participates in that mitzvah, and also he says the mitzvah of Yeshiva Sukkah. Okay, so it would seem like the Vilna Gaon holds also, like Real Yoshev is saying, that's the hiddur to have the whole goof in the sukkah, just like the mitzvah of Eretz Yisrael is with the whole goof, so too the mitzvah of sukkah is with the whole goof, not just Rosho Baruba. Okay, but there's an interesting thing over here in this Mishnah that we just read, that Alan just read. And in order to analyze, let's go to the next to Amud Beis, right before the next Mishnah, where the Gemara discusses the guideline for a who's the boy who's less than bar mitzvah, who's chayav to sit in a sukkah. The Mishnah says that if he doesn't need his mother, he's chayav to sit in the sukkah. So now the Gemara is going to analyze what exactly does that mean that he doesn't need his mother? What doesn't he need his mother for? So let's take a look. And then the Gemara is going to have something to say about this Maisa with Shammai Azaken, that he put a hole in the roof of his house in order to allow his newborn grandson to be able to be under a sukkah. There's an interesting story too. What's going on over there? The Gemara talks about that too. Okay, so if you see where the Mishnah is on we're on now 28b, Amud Beis, and the Mishnah appears. We're not going to do this Mishnah. But just if you go like 8 lines above that Mishnah, you'll find where the place is that we want to see over here. Katan she'eno tzarich le'imo. The Gemara is going to analyze what exactly is the guidelines of that. What it says in the Mishnah, a boy below bar mitzvah that does not need his mother. What's it mean that he does not need his mother? So we call upon Alan again to read. Lou, would you like to read?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm in the Gemara.
Yeah, Katan. We're on 28b. Like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines from where the 9 lines above the second Mishnah on 28b.
9 lines above the second Mishnah.
The second Mishnah, meaning the Mishnah, it's second to the one that we just got through reading on the first side of the page.
Oh, we're on B?
Yeah, 28b.
I'm sorry, I missed that. 28b. Okay. Let's see where the Mishnah is. Okay, I see the Mishnah. 9 lines above, and what's the phrase I'm looking for? Katan?
Katan she'eno tzarich le'imo.
Katan she'ein Katan she'eno tzarich le'imo. A minor who does not need his mother. Hechi dami katan she'eno tzarich le'imo. What is the case of a minor who doesn't need his mother? Amre devei Rabbi Yanai. They said in the Academy of Rabbi Yanai, Ko shenifneh ve'ein imo mikanachto. he defecates and his mother does not clean him. Okay, so I guess the presumption is he's potty trained, but yeah, I guess that's it. He's potty trained.
Well, not only that, but that he doesn't he can wipe himself.
Right, right. Okay, Rebbe Shimon Omer. So that's Reish Lakish. Kol she neor mish naso ve'eno kore ima. So anyone who does not cry out mother when he wakes up. Gedolim nami karu. Even older children cry out mother. Ella ema kol she neor ve'eno kore ima ima. Rather say any who does not cry mother, mother upon awakening. Rather, any minor who does not cry Shene or Eno Kore Ima Ima. Isn't that the same thing it just said? So he doesn't cry out mother upon awakening, and they said even older children. Rather, he doesn't cry out mother, mother upon awakening. I don't get it.
There's one extra word.
Okay, let's look. Oh, Ima Ima. It said it twice. Ima twice.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. The English says that is, he does not call her incessantly.
Yeah, there's some Rashis over here to read. Rashi has something to say about these three steps. These three steps in the Gemara.
Okay, so
first step
one is he defecates and he cleans himself. Step 2 is he doesn't cry out mother when he wakes up, and step 3 he doesn't cry out mother, mother when he wakes up.
Well, just 3 steps, even in this second opinion. The first opinion, the Gemara didn't have anything to say about. We just mentioned that opinion, and the Gemara didn't have anything to say about it. That's that. Then the Gemara mentioned this opinion of Reb Shimon ben Lakish. What's it mean that he doesn't need his mother? That he doesn't call out when he wakes up. And then the second step was the Gemara asked a question on that. What do you mean? Even bar mitzvah boys, when they wake up, they also call out mother. The Gemara says, oh, but there's a difference. We're talking about somebody who needs his mother because he says ima ima. So the Rashi has something to say about each one of these 3 steps.
I don't get the 3 steps. If you don't include the defecation step, then I only see 2 steps.
The first step is that we're just stating the din. We're stating what's the din that Reb Shimon ben Lakish said, and Rashi has an explanation of that, how the Gemara understood initially what he was saying, and on that the Gemara asked a question on what he said. That would be the second step.
Right.
Third step is the Gemara is resolving and saying, no, actually, this is what Reb Shimon ben Lakish means when he says that he calls out in the night when he wakes up.
Oh, so in other words, the second step is the issue of whether an older child calls out mother.
Well, even in the third step, the Gemara is going to agree that an older child does call out, but that the Chiddush is the third step is going to be machadish to us that that's not what the Gemara, that's not what Reb Shimon ben Lakish meant, obviously, because that would not be an accurate description of somebody who is not chayev. Because if a bar mitzvah boy does that, obviously he's chayev. But if he calls out, so we see that just calling out is not an indication that he shouldn't be chayev in the mitzvah. Now it's inaccurate. So Rashi's going to explain the three steps. We'll see. We'll understand, I think, more when we see the three steps that Rashi explains. In other words, there's three Rashis corresponding to these three steps.
Okay. So let's see if we can find where Rashi is.
Rashi is right across from where the Mishnah on this page appears. Just one line below.
Achi Garcinon.
Right.
Kol she neor mish naso ve'eno kore ima. This is the text. Anyone who calls out I'm sorry, anyone who, what is this, Venior?
Wakes up.
Anyone who wakes up from sleeping and he does not call out Ima, She'eno Kricha, Krucha, Atera, Lekarusa, B'chol Sha'a Sheneor. So let's see, that he does not, Karocha, is that to call out?
No, Koruch Achareha is an expression. Koruch means like we call a kricha, binding on a book. So he's not bound after her. He's not clinging to her so much.
That he calls out in every hour when that he wakes up.
Right, kol. What does it say over here? B'kol shash and neor. And any time that he wakes up, he doesn't call out to her b'kol shash and neor.
Okay. U parche ima nidolim nami karu. I don't recognize this Dibur Maskil.
Okay, so Parchinan is that's Rashi's. In other words, Rashi's pointing out this is the second step. The second step is that the Gemara is Parchinan. It's asking a question. It's challenging the statement of Rabbi Shimon ben Lakish. And Rashi said before that Hachi Garsinan, that in that statement that we have from Reish Lakish, we only have that the child doesn't call out Ima, that he only calls out Ima, not that he calls out Ima. And on that, the Gemara picked up on that and said, oh, he doesn't even call out Ima. So on that, we have a question, says the Gemara. Ima, just to call out Ima, Gedolim Nami Koru. Even boys that are 13 also call out. Nami Koru. So now Rashi's going to explain what the Gemara's question over here is.
Omar, that is to say, She'eno Kore Le'ima, that he doesn't call to his mother, who did karis le ein tzarich le'imo ha im kore ima tzarich le'amo le'imo karis le afilu gadol she'eno tzarich le'amo ragil lik rusa neor. So it as to say, he does not call to his mother. That he calls. What is the dakris?
The Kori that he is called.
That he is called one who does not need his mother.
Right.
This im, is this mother or is this a with?
So we make an inference. Im kara ima, if he does call out to his mother,
he needs his mother.
Sorry, leimo korisle. He's called someone who needs his mother. Korisle is important over here, not because we're referring to the language of the Mishnah. The Mishnah said a boy who needs his mother is not chayav to sit in the sukkah. So Rashi's saying koris, meaning that's what the Mishnah calls somebody who does need or does not need his mother. That's why Rashi's using this expression of korisle. Right. He's called somebody who needs his mother. He's called somebody who does not need his mother.
Afilu gadol she'eno tzarich le'imo, even an older child that does not need his mother, ragil lik rosa kishineor. It's still normal for him to call out when he wakes.
Right. So how's Rashi explaining the Gemara's question now?
Uh, I don't know.
Okay. Let's take a step back to the first Rashi over here. Important that Rashi is saying Hachi Garsinan. This is the correct girsa that we should have in our text, says Rashi. In other words, the statement that the Gemara quotes Reish Lakish as saying is that Kol Sheneyor Mishnaso ve'ena Kora Ima, one time. It says Ima one time. That's the correct girsa, says Rashi. And because that's the correct girsa, the Gemara is asking this question. If Rabbi Shimon ben Lakish would have said that he doesn't call and he called whoever wakes up from his sleep and he doesn't call Ima, then the Gemara would not have a question, says Rashi. It's only because the correct girsa of the Gemara is that he doesn't call out even once. On that, the Gemara has a question. Why does the Gemara now have a question? Because the Gemara says, 1 second, you're saying that if he doesn't, even if he calls out just once, he's called by the Mishnah as somebody that needs his mother, and if so, then he's not chayav in sukkah. Says Rashi explaining the Gemara. Even bar mitzvah boys, when they wake up at night and it's dark and they're going to call out Ima, and we know that they're obligated. They're already bar mitzvah. So something doesn't make sense over here. Asked the Gemara. There's something that's not computing over here about this statement of what Reb Shimon ben Lakish is saying. In other words, Reb Shimon ben Lakish is saying that what's it called? That he needs his mother, and therefore the Mishnah says if he needs his mother, he's not chayav to sit in the sukkah. If he wakes up at night and he calls out Ima, asks the Gemara, what do you mean? Even bar mitzvah boy will wake up in the middle of the night and call out Ima. So Rashi explains over here what the Gemara thought based upon the words of Reb Shimon Lakish. If he doesn't call out at all at night, that would be what the Mishnah refers to as a boy that does not need his mother, if he doesn't call out at all. But if he calls out even once, he's already called a boy that needs his mother, and he would be patur from sukkah. On that, the Gemara asks, that can't be, because we know that even bar mitzvah boys, when they wake up at night, they'll call out Ima. That's the Gemara's question. Now we're going to go to the third step, and the Gemara is going to explain and resolve this difficulty that the Gemara has posed with the statement of Rishim ben Lakish. You got it so far?
I think so.
Okay. But now you for sure you see that we got 3 steps over here.
Yeah, we've got the single cry being definitive. We have the question: doesn't an older child make a single cry? And then we have the response: has to be more than one cry.
Right. Okay, now Rashi has 3 lines almost to explain this third step over here. Ella.
Okay, Ella. Ella. Mishnah. And Ella kol sheneor ve'eno kore ima. Rather, anyone who wakes up and does not call ima. She'eno karich achrea likros ulishnos ad shetave elav aval kore v'shotek lav tzarich le'imo hu. So he's not called after the calling what is this? Lishnos?
Lishnos is to repeat.
And to repeat until she comes to him.
Right.
But he calls Vashotek and he stops.
Yeah, Shotek, he's quiet.
He calls and then he's quiet. He doesn't need his mother.
Right.
So he calls once and then he doesn't persist. We say, okay, he had a bit of a shock when he woke up. Where am I? Mother. And then when she doesn't come, he calms himself down and he doesn't need her.
Right. So he's the one that's called somebody who does not need his mother. So now what changed in this third step from what we thought in the second step?
The second step, we're asking, doesn't somebody who's an adult call? And the third step, we're saying simply calling is not enough. He has to call. He has to not calm himself down. So what changed? What changed, I guess, is our view of what the first call means.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, we thought the first call means he needs his mother. That's step 2. But step 3 says, no, the first call doesn't mean that necessarily.
Right. When we originally read the words of Reb Shimon ben Lakish, when he said, Kol she'eno kol she'ner mishinoso, anyone who wakes up from his sleep, ve'eno kora ima, and he doesn't call out ima, and Rashi says, yes, that's the correct girsa. He doesn't call out ima. So in the second step, the second step is the Gemara is saying that we thought that what that meant was that he doesn't call out at all. Because if he calls out Ima, that means that that he's somebody who needs his mother, and then we have a difficulty, like the Gemara said. Even bar mitzvah boys call out Ima, and that the Gemara is now making an adjustment in how we understand the statement of Rav Shimon Lakish when he says that the boy wakes up, and it says in the language of Rav Shimon Lakish is the Eno Kora Ima. What does it mean, Eno Kora Ima? He doesn't incessantly call out Ima until she comes. That's what he means.
Right.
And that's what was nischadish to us in the third step. Okay. And then if you have a few more minutes, we got the next interesting analysis the Gemara has on the story with Shammai Azakin, if you have time.
I think we're out of time.
We're out of time. Oh, yes, I see. Okay. 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so what would you like to do tomorrow?
Tomorrow it's Hoshana Rabbah.